What's going on, America? It's your boy Charlie in the box, the patriotic miscreant. But I'm gonna have my box today is gonna be, how deep have you dug your hole? I know that a lot of people in life make a lot of damn mistakes, and they dig a hole deeper than others. And sometimes we make our bed and we have to lay in it. But it's because we were immature and we make a lot of decisions in our adolescent and a young adult. But at some point in our lives, we have to be accountable for our actions. But just the amount of effort that you made to dig that hole, you got to dig yourself out of it. See, I'm going to give you an example of my life. See, the persona of the patriotic miscreant is because the way that people perceive me. Well, I became that person who the world thought I was, not the person who God intended me to be. So everybody thought I was a mess up. Well, I became the mess up. And I hurt the people that I love the most, which is my wife today, which was my girlfriend, my mom and my sisters, and my in-laws. I caused them a lot of pain and anguish. Unnecessary BS. Because of my mistakes, I did them wrong. But at some point in my life, I decided to change. And I had to change not just what I did, but everything about myself. I said, I'm sorry for my mistakes. Let me show you by my actions from this point on that I'm a different person. I'm going to live a different life. And I've been doing that since. At the beginning, when you decide to make that change because you made your mistakes and you ask for forgiveness, you may not see them perceiving you differently. Because of your actions, you kept digging it so much, and all they know is that you're BS. Well, they're not necessarily going to give you the respect that you wish you had. You got to earn it. You earn them thinking of you like that. Will earn their respect. It's going to take some time, but in time, eventually, when you've asked those people forgiveness, I'm sorry, I made my mistakes. You can't expect them to think that you've changed if you can't have the courage to go and tell them that you made a mistake and ask for forgiveness. And they might not want to just give it to you at the beginning because you did them really wrong. But don't ever stop, just keep on doing it. And eventually they can see that you're sincere and that you've changed and you've asked for forgiveness. They'll eventually give it to you. See, one thing that really hurts us today is because we have a hardened heart. We've got ourselves away from our Creator, and we live a life of the flesh, and it's hard to deal with in this world that we live in. You guys want help? You want to change? Get on your knees, ask for forgiveness, and ask God for help. I promise you, you could see the change in people's lives when you've got God in it. See, all the pain and the anguish and the heartache that the world caused me because of my dad and life circumstances, I got all those out of there. And I felt it with love. And people could see it in my marriage. People could see it in the way that my kids were raised. People could see it in the way that I conduct myself each and every day of this life. So I'm sorry that you made a lot of mistakes and you don't know what to do with it. But the first way of ever changing it is admitting that you're wrong, saying that you're sorry, and then changing the direction of how you're going to live your life. Remember, don't give up at the beginning because they don't see that you've changed. You need to keep showing them. Don't tell them, show them that you're a better man or a better woman today. I promise you, with just the amount of effort you did to dig that hole, if you repair it, they'll give you the respect and the love that you deserve. The one that you want. The acceptance will eventually get it because you'll earn that respect. You'll earn their love. And you've cleaned up your mistakes. But if we could never admit that we're wrong, never say that we're sorry, and clean up our act, we can never expect people to think anything different of us than to F up who we are. So, remember, dude, if you dug a hole, fill it back up. It takes the same amount of effort to fill it that it is to dig. So, Charlie in the box, the patriotic miscreant, and I'm out. If you're not going to do everything in power to restore your life, liberty, and this country, you're going to do everything in power to destroy all three.
Charlie Boss, baby.